The World War II memorial, it took years to build because of protests and lawsuits that were filed over the location of the memorial. Many veterans died before they were able to see that memorial come to life. But a local group has now set a goal of sending as many World War II veterans as possible to Washington free of charge to visit that memorial. Our Eyewitness News team was the only camera on a recent trip for 98 World War II vets, and Channel 3's Heather Hedges has the story.
How you doing? They're in charge, okay? Anything they want to do, let them do it. Well, we got a good day planned for you, that's for sure.
Mr. Hallebeck, thank you so much for your service, sir. We're so proud of you.
Darius Hallebeck is just one of almost 100 Connecticut World War II veterans boarding a plane at Bradley, headed for Washington, D.C. in the World War II Memorial.
From what I've heard, it's going to be one of the best days of my life.
88-year-old Ben Cooper from West Hartford has never seen the memorial, nor have any of the men on this trip. It was only just completed in 2004. Today, only 2 million of the 16 million U.S. World War II veterans are still alive. And like Ben, they're now in their late 80s and 90s.
All of my buddies that I flew with, most of them are gone.
Hartford native Connie Napier is the only surviving Tuskegee Airman in Connecticut. While he didn't fight overseas, he did serve his country in wartime stateside. As for Ben Cooper, he witnessed the horrors of war firsthand. His Army unit liberated the Nazi work camp in Dachau, Germany, an especially meaningful mission for Cooper, considering he's Jewish.
I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They were wearing blue and white striped pajamas, faded pajamas. And I think if they weighed 50, 60 pounds, it was a lot. And I couldn't tell men from women. They could not stop people from dying. They were so emaciated. When our troops first got there, they're very generous, giving them food. And many of the people died right in front of them. They couldn't digest the food.
It's stories like these that are recounted every time the American Warrior Project makes an honor flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Washington, D.C. You're going to receive a water cannon salute. This special salute is normally reserved for visiting dignitaries.
And as they enter Reagan International, a crowd of about 100 give them a welcome befitting dignitaries. Then it's on to the buses for the long-awaited ride to the memorial. With a motorcycle escort and one last salute from a newer generation of soldiers, they're off. And as the memorial comes into view,
I almost have no words because I'm just overwhelmed by everything.
The memorial was built around the National Mall's Rainbow Pool, which was built close to 100 years ago. Granite pillars surround the pool, one for each state. And the first order of business for the veterans is to lay a wreath at the Connecticut pillar with the names of local veterans who are not alive to see this moment.
One of the main attractions here is the registry, and veterans can use these kiosks to make sure that they are listed for their contributions.
1942 to 1945, served in France and Germany with the 45th Infantry, liberated Dachau concentration camp.
The trip also includes a stop at the Iwo Jima Memorial, where we caught up with 90-year-old Marine Gaetano Mazzarella from Norwich. What has today been like for you? Has it been one of the best days of your life?
Never thought I'd live long enough to see it.
But now, standing in front of it, memories of those days come to the forefront of their minds.
Of course I got memories.
Like what?
Scary memories. And no, can't forget the memories.
Harry Rosenfeld from West Hartford and Joe Caminiti from Bristol were also in the Pacific. Both actually watched as the American flag was famously raised over Iwo Jima.
When they put the flag up, we were on the next airstrip, and all we said was, about time. And when that happened, everybody cheered. The entire Navy cheered.
But today, the ones cheering are the volunteers from the American Warrior Project who made the whole experience possible.
They deserve this, they really do. There were just too many of them that didn't get to see it, so that's the hard part.
And before boarding the plane to head home after a very long day, the volunteers give the vets one more memory to take home with them.
Just the way you look tonight.
In Washington, D.C., Heather Hedges, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.